This is the ceremony of death. The grave receives you with love. Surrender yourself to death. Return what was loaned to you. Give up your pleasure, your pains. Give up your friends, your lovers. Give up your family, your past. Surrender what you hate, what you desire. You will know nothingness. It is the only reality. Don't be afraid. It's so easy to give. You are not alone. You have a grave. It is your first mother. The grave is the door to your rebirth. Now you will surrender the faithful animal you once called your body. Don't try to keep it. Remember, it was alone. Surrender your legs. Surrender your sex, your head, your blood, your organs, your bones. You no longer want to possess. Possession is the ultimate pain. The earth fall over your corpse. She came to cover you with love because she's your true flesh. Now you are an empty heart, open to receive your true essence, your own perfection, your new body, which is the universe, the work of God. You will be born again. You will be real. You will be your own father, your own mother, your own child, your own perfection. Open your eyes. You are the earth. You are the green. You are the blue. You are the others. You are the essence. Look at the flower. Look at the flower for the first time. Look at the flowers.
When the scientists here needed a computer that can handle the fast graphics and multitasking required by a simulator, they didn't go out and buy an expensive mini computer system. They bought a Commodore Amiga. This is an optical worm drive. And with something called a handler, you can get a gigabyte of storage in your computer. Computer Press seems to ignore the Amiga.
Over the years, the power of these machines has increased tremendously. Amiga handles video very, very well.
Many people buy an Amiga because of its graphics or video capability, but they soon discover the rest of its power. That was the case with some scientists at Stanford's Linear Accelerator.
To sift through that mass of data and extract the useful information requires staggering computing power, as databases containing that information will soon approach 1 trillion bytes in size. Recently, theorists and researchers at the center added Amigas to their number-crunching mainframes, principally as graphics terminals and for multitasking. Dr. Weinstein uses his Amiga to juggle up to 4 different programs running on either the mainframe, the Amiga, or both.
Okay, the object of this game is to capture the planet Draconia.
He can take advantage of the Amiga's color graphics and the mainframe's calculating powers simultaneously.
The difference with battle chess from more conventional computer chess games is that the game is in 3 dimensions, 3-dimensional board with animated chessmen. There simply isn't another computer available on the market that can do the range of tasks and functions.
The graphics on the game, these are just games and they're not important, but what does it show us about what the game can do?
Well, games have always taken more computer power than just about any other application. And the same power that's channeled for games and graphics can be used in more productive applications such as business, productivity software, and multitasking, which all Amigas can do.
For a computer, I believe, is the first human-like computer in that it can see, it can hear.
Right, this has just been updated. This is a brand new version of the Amiga 2000 series. It's called the Amiga 2500. And this has a 14 megahertz processor, 68,000 processor, and it also contains a 40 megabyte internal hard drive.
Locals now know this man as A, the town handyman, B, a civic leader, C, Schoharie's most possible back. I think that bachelor's in the audience. I see him. Is that right? That residents come here looking for treatment for A, frostbite, B, chapped lips, C, hangovers. To Schoharie hardware store, often heard to exclaim, A, what a wonderful collection. B, the employees are so helpful. What's that gamey smell? Heartbreaking, isn't it? Okay, now, the interesting thing about the Harva Plastics Factory is it's the only facility in the area that does thermal forming. B, they recently bought a new 6-ton press. C, there is nothing interesting. They're making plastic. That's the way it is now.
Perhaps the most rapid and impressive progress has been made in the development of new drugs, which give new hope in the treatment of dangerous and serious conditions. An apparently crazed man attempted to murder his wife and child and take his own life. August 11th, threatened to kill himself, took an excess amount of pill. August 15th, said he must kill his wife and himself, attempted to do so next morning.
What do you think will happen to you? They're still saying, I think that they'll still hang for this. Well, you haven't done anything that you could be hanged for. Well, I tried to attempt to murder my wife and child.
This is the policeman who was rushed to the scene 8 months ago.
What did he say? He told us that he didn't want to die, to help him. He didn't want to die.
It was the surgeon who looked after the patient.
He was covered in blood. He had multiple lacerations of his forehead, his neck, and his face.
What about his wife?
His wife, pregnant, 7 months pregnant at that time. 20 stab wounds in his left chest. The area of the wounds were more or less centered around the heart.
Well, what about his attitude?
He kept repeating this was the end. He wanted to die. About 2 days after, he was admitted and tried once more.
Why did you attempt murder on your wife and child? Well, she was so unhappy, and I figured the easy way out would be to kill my wife and child and kill myself, and that way we'd all be out of the misery together.
A wrong thing, but you felt it was the only thing.
I felt it was the only thing, yeah.
What is your feeling now?
So worried about everything and feel so bad about it all that nothing in the world could ever make me feel different now. I just feel that I'm not even happy no more.
This is the man who, in a state of clear consciousness, tried to kill 2 other people and himself. Why?
Do you feel that what's happening to you and the way you feel is a form of sickness?
In a form of sickness, yes.
But not a sickness that can be cured.
No, you gotta cure it yourself.
That's what most of us think. But let's see what the doctors can do for a depression like this. With the new drugs and with ECT, electroconvulsive therapy.
We will put him on one of the antidepressant drugs.
These new drugs, how do they work?
We can't really say exactly how they work. The suicidal impulses, this feeling of extreme guilt, of there be no future for the individual, simply disappear.
What causes the psychosis? Knowing this, is it possible to take a course of action that will prevent the breakdown, or is needed? What are the possibilities of curing these various conditions now?
Drugs, the fact that the drugs have made it possible.
Now, that was 3 months ago.
What difference does it make to you now? Have you been sick and been in hospital?
Well, I learned that you can be cured. And don't wait to see that your something's going wrong. Well, don't keep it inside yourself. Oh, sure. You're nothing sick. That's all there was to it. There's no sickness. There's nothing wrong with it.
Well, here's a man living in most respects like any of us, and the outlook for the future is good. There's enough understanding and elasticity in the law so that he has not been prosecuted for attempted murder and attempted suicide.
If you keep your key in your pocket, put it on a key ring so it'll be easy to find if you drop it on the ground. Put your list of phone numbers where they'll be easy to find. The best place is next to the telephone. Then there's the question, what about leaving the house? And what about television? It's best to get answers to questions like these before you begin to spend time by yourself. Don't let anyone into your home when you're alone. When you're home alone, it'll be your responsibility to deal with people that call or come to the door. The most important rule to remember is, never let any stranger know that you are the only one home. Never let a stranger into your house. Don't even open the door. Just talk through it. If you don't know someone, don't let them into your house, no matter what they say or what reason they give. Be polite, but firm. Most strangers that come to your door are sincere and honest people. But when you're home alone, you don't want to take chances. Learn how to use your key, and of course be careful not to lose it. Never tell anyone that you're home alone. Always keep the door locked. Never let a stranger into the house. And being alone can be a rewarding experience.
That's a delicious looking person without needing to roast them or go out and pick up a whore on the street corner.
That's what we're trying to say.
Basically, what I just want to point out is our type of show is very choreographed. It's much more of a professional type show. And it's a little bit different from what these shows.
Hey ladies, how many of you want to see these guys take it off? Bring back the saddest religion!
20 years ago, you didn't see this shit on the
No, and I never did drugs.
We have been the only biblical God in the world, and they gave over 1,000 sermons in Berlin in the United States. Pray, and I pray, and I'm good, and I love God. Saints are crazy, saints will be them.
What?
They're all crazy, all crazy.
No, saints did something to prove they were saints.
I prayed for years and years.
That's good. That's good. That's good. But, so men come to you who want to be dumb.
That's right.
What is it?
Dominated. I tease them, I torture them, I give the men what they deserve because they need punishment. Because they're the best women. Never strip. I am not an exhibitionist. I am a belly dancer.
I have been to theaters in Los Angeles where they have sex on stage.
That's not what's wrong.
He's putting me in my place, and he's right. Because I've exploited the hell out of the television audience to get them to watch this, because I want them to see people who are weird like you.
Pornoland, Times Square. Porno visit. Bow and a screen walk live. Pornoland, Times Square. Pornoland, Times Square. Porno visit. Bow and a screen walk live. It was only 16 when she started making the porno.
Source of child pornography. Those young girls. Wonder were made between 16, saying they just didn't know. Source of child pornography. Those young girls. Wonder were made between 16, saying they just didn't know. Source of child pornography. Source of child pornography. Source of child pornography. Saying they just didn't know.
Was the love of anyone who watched or made adult movies. She was the sex goddess. The Princess of Porn. Was making millions for the industry.
Was only 16 when she started making the porno.
Was the love of anyone who watched or made adult movies. She was the sex goddess. The Princess of Porn. Was making millions for the industry.
Was only 16 when she started making the porno.
Was making millions for the industry.
Yeah, you can't always come out in the winner's circle, but it can't do you no harm. Yeah, you can't always come out in the winner's circle, but it can't do you no harm. I always loved television. I've always wanted to be an artist.
On the outskirts of Hollywood. On the outskirts of Hollywood.
Yeah, you can't always come out in the winner's circle, but it can't do you no harm. Yeah, you can't always come out in the winner's circle, but it can't do you no harm. I always loved television. I've always wanted to be an artist.
On the outskirts of Hollywood. On the outskirts of Hollywood.
Wonder were made between 16. I always loved television. I've always wanted to be an artist.
She was excited. She made you feel good when you were not just sexually.
I just had a bad experience in high school.
She was excited. She made you feel good when you were not just sexually.
I just had a bad experience in high school.
By the time she was 15.
I was sitting with this guy sitting behind his desk saying, all you have to do is smile. And that's what happened. I smiled. I smiled and smiled and smiled.
By the
Good morning, I was drunk. I drank all the time. It made me feel sexy. And sure, I would go and have a drink all the time. I drank a lot. 5 o'clock. Good morning, I was drunk. I drank all the time. I'm not so sure why I did it. And maybe it was a way I made it okay in my mind. I'm not so sure why I did it. And maybe it was a way I made it okay in my mind. He wanted out of the porno movie business. He wanted out of the porno movie business. I looked in the mirror and I saw myself. That was enough. I realized, oh my God, what are you doing? When you saw yourself in the mirror there, did you not like yourself? No, I didn't. I didn't like I was becoming. I didn't respect myself. I didn't like I was becoming. I didn't respect myself. I was becoming hard. And I didn't care anymore. I was becoming hard. And I didn't care anymore. And sex was becoming very important. And sex was becoming very important. It wasn't like that anymore. It was just sex and I was doing other ways to do with it. Toward the end, going home and trying to take a shower and not doing nothing to wash it off me. Stayed in the shower and just why. I couldn't wash it off me. I felt so dirty. But it just wouldn't go away. And it will never ever live again because it's dead. No one cared or questioned how old she really was.
Do you want to know? Yes. 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 Do you want to know? Yes.
because other kids were trying it. When I feel real bad about something, it was a way of getting to feel better. Seemed everyone I knew was smoking something. They're sniffing glue, gasoline, smoking pot. They're only kids. They're taking something to feel better about things. Almost everyone does.
How do we learn to deal with our feelings? Television, everyone seems to have very strong feelings, and everyone seems able to express them, to say what he feels. But at home and everywhere else, it's not so easy for people to say what they feel. In fact, they seem more interested in trying to change the way they feel, usually by taking something. Whether we want to or not, we can't help hearing what products we should use, what foods we should eat, what we should drink.
That's what my Avon lady said would happen. She said...
We also can't help hearing there are things people can take so they'll feel less nervous, tired, irritable. What people smoke, drink, or take can change the way they feel. They too started by taking something so that they get to feel better. Every now and then a drink, every now and then a pill, a joint, a shot. But all of these people became dependent on drugs. They became drug abusers, despite the dangers of ruined lives, sickness, addiction. When does a drug that changes the way a person feels become harmful or even dangerous? One answer is when taking that drug, whatever it is, becomes the way a person always deals with his problems. When he becomes dependent on the drug to forget their problems, to get away from bad feelings. They got into a habit they couldn't break.
Sometimes I feel like I'm one of the most miserablest persons in the world. All the other kids around have good friends, but I don't really have any. I try to make friends with them, but no matter what I do, they seem to tease me. And sometimes I feel like really crying, but that's just kid stuff.
All people have feelings. Good feelings, bad feelings. It's the fact that they have feelings, even unhappy ones, that makes them know they're alive. And yet many young people, like many older people, think that it's all right for them to take something to get rid of their bad feelings. They say almost everyone seems to be taking something to get rid of depressed feelings. Not really everyone. Our feelings help us decide to do the things we do. Our good feelings and our sad or unhappy ones. Because someone may feel bored, he may busy himself, not by taking something, but by making something. Something that will give him a reason to be proud. Years from now, it could be a book he will write, a house he will build, even a bridge. Out of the way we feel, the good feelings, the bad ones, ambitions are born, and so are dreams. Even when our feelings may be quite terrible, is it better to take something? A drug that for a very little while may make the bad feeling go away? Or is it better to do something? Yes, even such a thing as talking with someone about the way we feel. Doing something can be a matter of enjoying being alone. It also could be doing something with others. Doing is something as simple as making a friend. Yes, there are things people can take to try and escape bad feelings. How many other things do you think there are that people can do to use their feelings? All of them. The good and the bad. To bring lasting satisfaction to themselves, to others.